thank you for joining our virtual Pride celebration. It is Wednesday, June 22nd, and we are very excited to have you all here. We'll kick it off with somewhat of an important message. And why is Pride important? Is because we still believe that someone tonight still believes they're better off dead than being themselves. And for us as an organization and as people, we stand for everyone's self-expression, for everyone to bring their authentic self to their personal lives and obviously to work as well. And with that, let's hear a message from our DIAC co-chairs, Courtney and Nicole.
To my feelings, how you feeling? How you feel right now?
It got us in a party right here. Hi, welcome to Pride 2022. I'm Nicole.
And I am Courtney, and we are your DIAC co-chairs. Nicole, are you living colorfully?
Yes, and I hope everyone is living unapologetically themselves, as is this year's 2022 Pride theme. Courtney and I are proud allies of the LGBTQIA+ community, and we are so excited to kick off this year's Pride game show. We've been so fortunate to have so many people plan this year's events for RA. Courtney, you want to give a couple shout outs?
I do. So let's all give it up for Afia Clark and Paul Ferrer. And Nicole, you had a few shout outs.
Yes, Ed D'Alessandro. And Joao Oliveira, and Donna Evans, and many more who have shared their time or stories to help make this year's Pride a success. I also hear there may be an EEG coming, Courtney.
Yes, Nicole.
Well, let the games begin, and without further delay, we want to introduce your host,
the Countess
Mascara.
Good morrow, restaurant associates. Happy Pride. Good morrow. How are you all today? Yes, I am so happy to be here. My name is the Countess Mascara. Let's just angle this correctly. Yes, the visuals are all about the angles, baby. You gotta get yours correct. I think it looks correct. Ooh, yes. Ooh, this is what we call a quick beat. She did this in about an hour. Happy if I say so myself.
You look gorgeous.
Oh, thank you, baby. Thank you. Thank you. You all look gorgeous too. I see you all up in drags today. I love it. As I said, my name is the Countess Mascara, and I am also an employee of Restaurant Associates, believe it or not. No, I don't look this fabulous all the time, but sometimes I do. Okay. Some of you might also know me as Michael Mascari. That is my government name. Don't tell the IRS, girl. Don't tell the IRS. Okay. So I just want to thank you all for having me here today. We want to thank Restaurant Associates. Thank Restaurant Associates for having us here today, living colorfully. I love the slide. It's beautiful. We want to thank the diversity and inclusion people for having us here today as well. So happy to be here. So a little background on me. As I said, I am a Restaurant Associates employee. I have been all throughout Compass. In my 5 years working for the company. I've worked for Rapport, I have worked for Flick, and now I work for Restaurant Associates. Let's see, can we see them here? I don't see them. Where are they? Oh, you'll meet them later. My boss is on here. So gotta keep it PG, girl. Gotta keep it PG. All right. As I said, I've been working here for 5 years, and I have been doing drag for about 12 of those 5 years. That makes no sense, but 12 years, 2010. That's when the Countess was born. And I think let's introduce some of the panelists, shall we? Let's see, who do we have here first? We have Katie. Let's meet Katie. Hi, Katie.
Hello, Countess. It is quite an honor to be here. I'm glad to see everyone here.
Yes.
My name is
Get a good
Katie.
morrow from you, baby. Let's get a good morrow.
Good morrow.
Oh, thank you. Good morrow. Tell us a little bit about yourself.
So right now I work as the marketing director for the regional portfolio at American Express. I started out at Restaurant Associates and Compass in January in 2015, and I have been a very happy employee here ever since.
Wonderful. We love to hear that. Thank you, Katie. All right, let's hear from Ed. Are you on, Ed? Do I see you? Yes.
I am. Can you hear me?
Good morrow. Yes. Let's
Good
get
morrow, Contessa. You look fabulous, by the way.
you so much. Thank you. Thank you. Tell us
I
a
am
little-
Ed D'Alessandro. I am the Director of Guest Services here at Capital One Tysons Corner campus. And I joined RA 15 years ago and have been a very happy camper since day one. So I'm glad to be a part of this organization.
I love it. We're so happy to have you. Up next, let's hear from Zhao. Are you on, Zhao?
Hello, hello, hello. Good morrow, contests.
Good morrow. Thank you. Yes.
All right, my name is Jao Oliveira. I am the Business Development Director for Restaurant Associates, and I have been with RA and Compass for 19 years. I know I don't
Woo!
look it. I know, especially with the glasses, but yes, it has been 19 years.
Wow. What a long time. Oh,
I know 3 countries, multiple cities, and I couldn't be happier and very proud to be a part of this organization as well.
well, we're proud to have you, Zhao. Up next, Paul. Let's hear from Paul.
Hi, I'm Paul Ferrer, and this is what 29 years of working at Restaurant Associates does to your hair. So, you know, I don't know what to do with it anymore. I've been working here at Citi for the last 10 years, and I've enjoyed my out life at Citi
Yes.
and at Restaurant Associates, most importantly.
Yes. Thank you, Paul. I love the glasses.
Thank you,
Keeping the
designer.
cake
Can you
going.
tell?
I love it. All right, so today, folks, we are going to be playing some Pride trivia, okay? It is trivia time, girl. Let me see. We are gonna have complete audience participation today, I believe. We're gonna allow you to participate with the panelists, okay? That's right. We're gonna do a little poll, okay? You can vote at home. We're going to see whether or not collectively you got the answer correctly. Hopefully you do. And then we are going to hear from our panelists and what answer they feel before we hear the actual answer. Okay, so I believe you're going to get a pop-up so you can vote on whatever you believe the answer is, and we will reveal the results of the poll at the end of the question. All right. Does anyone on the panelists have any questions before we begin our trivia?
No, I just want to win.
Well, I will be deciding who will be the winner, okay? As RuPaul says, the decision is mine to make. All right, let's see here. Oh, also, folks, we are going to have a sprinkling of special guests throughout this evening. Okay, some of them you may know, some of them you may never have heard of before, but we'll see what happens. All right, folks, get your fingers ready, and we are going to vote for the answer to question number 1. Are we all ready? Fabulous. All right, let's got to move the poll. Here we go. All right. Question number 1, true or false? In the 60s and 70s, New York City had a law that prohibited anyone from wearing 3 or more pieces of clothing from the opposite sex. This is 1960s, 1970s. Okay, you're going to vote true or false at home. All right, not showing anyone's age. Was anyone around in the city in 1960s or 70s?
I need a drink.
Uh, I love it. We're going to give a few more moments to vote true or false, folks. Once again, in the 1960s and 70s, New York City had a law that prohibited anyone from wearing 3 or more pieces of clothing from the opposite sex. True or false? All right, folks, let's hear from our panelists first before we see the answer. Okay, Zhao.
It is absolutely true.
True. Okay, you say true. Do you know this to be fact?
Yes.
Okay, work. Paul, what do you think? True or false?
I concur.
You concur. I concur, doctor. Yes.
Very true.
Very, very true. That it is the T, as they say. Katie, what do you think?
Must say I agree with my friends on the panel. Absolutely true.
And Ed, how about you?
Countess, if I walked out of this building in 1960 dressed like I am, I would be arrested.
Oh no, all of you folks. Let's see the answer.
True.
The answer is
Well, 80% of people are right.
80% of people are correct, yes. So 80 of you thought it was true, 20 of you thought it was false. Okay, no, it is very, very true. You could not wear clothing of the opposite sex in the 60s and 70s. All right. Now let's see here. We have a video question from Courtney. Take it away, Courtney.
Hi, I am Courtney Willis, co-chair Diet. My question for you today is, Larry Kramer founded which AIDS activist group?
All right, Larry Kramer founded which AIDS activist group? All right, folks, we're gonna give you a moment to take a poll here. Is it A, the AIDS Coalition to Unleash Power Act Up? Parents, families, and friends of lesbians and gays, PFLAG. Gay and Lesbian Alliance Against Defamation, GLAD, or the Stonewall Community Foundation? Larry Kramer founded which AIDS activist group? A, B, C, or D? Okay. Shall we hear from our panelists, folks? Let's start with Ed. What say you?
You're muted, Ed. We can't hear your answer. I know you're trying to win, but.
Zhao, I'm gonna take this prize. It was ACT UP.
Okay. And Katie, what do you think?
I do believe it is ACT UP as well. That one looks right to me.
Okay. And Paul?
ACT UP. Fight back.
And Zhao?
I would have to agree with my fellow panelists. ACT UP.
Right. And survey says.
Oh.
All right. Ooh. So a few of you thought it was GLAD. Okay. I believe the correct answer is A, ACT UP. Right? If any of you seen Rent, they say ACT UP when they do the thing. And then a bunch of you were just wrong. So sorry. All right, moving right along. Let's get to know some of our panelists. Are you ready?
Yay.
Yeah.
No idea who I'm going to ask first. Okay, so let's ask Katie some questions. You ready, Katie?
I am ready. Ask away.
All right, I got a few questions for you. Number one, when you were first introduced to the queer, when were you first introduced to the queer community?
Well, I was actually born into the queer community. Both of my parents were actors in New York. My grandmother was absolutely immersed in Broadway circles, brought us up in there. And my whole family was very active in the early stages of the AIDS crisis in the mid-'80s when I was born. They visited hospitals and homes of patients of people that were just been diagnosed with AIDS. People still didn't know exactly what was going on, how to treat it, but they went right in there and helped out. My mother was actually, this is a story, my mother was on a soap opera as a prominent figure at the time and shared a makeup artist with a well-known Good Morning America anchor. She won't disclose which one, but this anchor refused to work with the makeup artist after learning Willie, who was his name, was gay and had AIDS. She thought that if he even touched her face to do makeup, she would get sick, and made it known in a negative way around the studios. So to counter this really crushing misapprehension and encourage knowledge and kindness in dark and uncertain times, my mother handed me as her first newborn child to Willie to carry around the halls and studios so everyone could see that they didn't have to be afraid. So as I grew up, I was surrounded by lovely people across the community.
Oh, what a wonderful story. Oh, your mother was a gem. Oh.
Yeah, AIDS walks, AIDS runs, AIDS bowling, softball, all of it. So they became my second family. I live happily in it today.
Oh, wow. I have question number 2 for you. If someone isn't familiar with the community, how would you explain what it means to be part of it?
That's a pretty simple question. I think it has a simple answer for me. So it's a pretty common first thought for people to assume it's all about sexuality if they're unfamiliar, don't know anyone in the community, they don't know anyone who knows anyone in the community who's come out. It's more than that to me and to all of us. It's about celebration, joy, listening, supporting, trust, being vulnerable, and letting others be vulnerable in a safe place. Anything having to do with uplifting humanity as well as offering and receiving love. It's not always easy to be open and to understand as much as we hear it, be open, but to let someone express themselves in a kind and safe place is the perfect place to start. For me, our community is a sun shining through a wide open door where a lot of people find just walls. This community, it just simply celebrates humanity for me.
Yay.
That's an amazing answer. You've won the pageant. No, that's a beautiful way. I couldn't agree with you more. All right. And I have one more question for you, Katie. And this question has 2 parts. Part 1, chunky or smooth peanut butter?
Chunky.
Follow up
like
to
a little adventure. Yes.
Follow up to that. What do you pair it with?
Chunky chocolate.
Chunky peanut butter and chunky chocolate.
Yeah, just overload it in a morning Cliff Bar. I don't know.
And now I'm in.
I've changed my mind too revealing.
If you were to make a sandwich with it, what bread would you put it on? What kind of bread?
Okay, I've changed my mind. Peanut butter and banana. No, I've changed my mind again. Chunky peanut butter on an English muffin with a drizzle of honey.
Wow. Okay, I love that. All right, thank you so much, Katie. Yes, snaps for Katie. All right, we're gonna go ahead and do question number 3, folks. Question number 3, here we go. There it is. Okay, question number 3. The rainbow flag was designed by A, Judy Garland, B, the National Flag Company, C, Gilbert Baker, or D, Harvey Milk. I'll give you a few moments to respond. In the meantime, let's hear from our panelists. Paul?
Yes.
What do you think?
I would say Gilbert Baker.
Gilbert Baker. Okay. Katie?
That was my answer too.
Zhao?
I really wanted to be Judy Garland, but unfortunately it was Gilbert Baker.
And Ed, what do you think?
I say my final answer is Gilbert Baker.
Okay. Let's see what everybody else thought. Everybody thought it was Gilbert Baker, and you are all correct. It was certainly not Judy Garland, though many of us would love to think that. Up next, we have a video question This question is from Serena. Hit it.
Hi, my name is Serena Crutchfield. I'm the Vice President of Marketing Communication for Restaurant Associates. Which two colors were added to the rainbow flag in 2017?
All right, everybody. Do you think it was pink and that's covered? I can't see it. What does it say?
Blue.
Pink and blue, black and brown, pink and black, or brown and blue? Paul, what do you think?
Repeat it again.
Pink and blue, black and brown, pink and black, brown and blue.
Brown and black.
Okay, Katie, what do you think?
Pink and blue.
Okay, Zhao?
Pink and blue.
Pink and blue, okay. And Ed?
Brown and black.
Okay, and the answer is, what year was this? What year did she say?
2017.
2017.
2017. Okay, 2017. The answer is black and brown. 50% of you got that correct. Congratulations. Oh, just don't mind me. In the spirit of Restaurant Associates, I just thought I'd have some chicken. You know, I'm a growing queen, so. Oh, Restaurant Associates makes the best food. Oh, it's so good.
They're baked.
They are baked, so they're healthy. All right. Oh my God. Oh. All right, let's get to know Ed. All right, Ed, I have 3 questions for you. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Number 1, what was it like to come out in the 80s amidst the AIDS crisis?
Ooh, that's a good question. It was a very scary time. It's a very exciting time. We were making great progress prior to the, it was just around the first gay march on Washington, one of the largest gatherings of gay people. In 1979, about 100,000 people showed up. Activist groups were starting to form. We were making headway, changing views, opinions regarding the gay community. In the media, TV shows were writing in gay characters, gay front men and women were singing in bands. And then the AIDS crisis hit. And their initial reaction was to turn inward and to reduce visibility. So by the time the mid-'80s rolled around, I think almost everyone in the community had experienced some form of loss. There's a lot of misinformation, as was mentioned earlier, and you know, just how the virus could be spread. Could you catch it from just sitting next to somebody? Could you catch it on a bus? Could you catch it, you know, in the movie theater? Sounds a little familiar.
Yeah.
So it took a long time after that for the shockwave to lift and for the community to come back together and be open and more visible.
Yeah. No, I totally understand that. And how, in your view, has gay culture changed since you came out?
Oh my God, because I came out in the 80s. So myself back then, if I landed in culture today, I probably would think I'm on another planet. We have a generation or two of parents that are informed, they're open, they're accepting. There's more personal freedom. There are laws in place that protect. Acceptance by the mainstream has grown tremendously. You can see in all the polls. There's more positive representation.
Right.
There's as positive in advertising. You think of it, advertising, sports, entertainment, public, public office, and especially in the workplace where we have events like this.
Right.
In the 80s, we did not do anything like this. So it's a very different place than what it was in the 80s. It's a lot easier to be you.
I love that. Thank you for your answer. And the third final question, real quick. How and why? No context. Go. How and why?
That's a good question. How come I didn't get the peanut butter question, and why can't I answer?
I love it. Thank you so much, Ed. All right, up next, we have a fun cocktail video by Luis, the catering captain at Capital One.
Luis Mares, and I work for Restaurant Associates. So today I'm going to teach you how to make a rainbow mocktail. So the first thing that we need to have is, of course, a glass. Then we have orange juice, grenadine, and then we have colored sparkling water. So I have colored the sparkling water. You can use also Sprite. And also we have a spoon. So the first thing that we're going to do is add our orange juice into the glass. You can use any regular orange juice, either with pulp or no pulp. It's in our grenadine. Try to go really slow, so that way you will see how it goes straight to the bottom, as you can see right now. So try to go really slow. And then you can see that all the red color is going to the bottom. Sparkling water that is already colored in blue. Why blue? Because also, like I say, we need to pour it slowly, and then you can start having this green color first. That is going to mix with the yellow, which is the orange. And then at the end you will have blue. So that's our wonderful rainbow cocktail. You can add some vodka if you want, and ice, but in the meantime you can just enjoy. Cheers.
Shut up. That was amazing.
Incredible.
I don't know how they do that.
After 5, you can add vodka.
After 5. Okay. Sounds good. I'll take you up on that. Thank you so much, Luis. All right. Up next, question number 5. Here we go. Question number 5. Stonewall is significant because it was A, all of the below, B, the site of an uprising following an early morning raid on the gay bar that by the name of, this keeps popping up, by that name in the West Village of Manhattan. The Stonewall riots served as a catalyst for gay rights movement and led to the creation of various gay activist groups in the United States and around the world. D, in 1999, the U.S. National Park Service placed the Stonewall Inn on the National Register of Historic Places. And in 2016, President Barack Obama, designated the site of the Stonewall Uprising a national monument. Altogether, what do we think?
All the below. A.
All the below.
Fabulous.
All
And
the
the
below
answer,
my screen.
survey says all of the below. You're all correct. Yes, it was all of those things, just like me. I am all of these things. All right, up next, we have a video question from Matt. Hit it.
Hi, my name is Matt Pisano, Creative Director for Restaurant Associates, and my question for you today is, the Mattachine Society organized what sort of protest at a New York City bar in 1966?
All right, folks. One more time, that question is, the Mattachine Society organized what sort of protest in a New York City bar in whatever he said. Is it, what is that first one? I can't see it.
Dance off.
Was it a dance off? B, a sit-in? C, a sip-in? D, a march? Everybody all together, what do you think?
March.
Oh,
Sit-in.
Sit-in.
D, sit-in.
Sip-in.
Ooh.
Sit-in.
Sip-in.
We are torn, just like Natalie Imbruglia, whatever her name. Okay, survey says you are correct. It is B, a sit-in.
Oh.
They went right up, sat at that counter, and said, "We are gay, serve me," and they never did.
Hey, Countess.
Yes.
We have to contest it. It's actually a sip-in. It's a twist on the sip-in, but
Okay.
they sipped their drink instead.
Okay, I'll take that. I'll take both.
We had our committee contest it.
Okay. It's either or.
I'd like my points.
I love it. All right, let's hear from Paul. How are you?
Okay.
Let's get to know you a little bit.
All right.
I have 3 questions for you. Here we go. Did anyone help you navigate the waters when you came out?
Yeah, when like around college time, I didn't have any mentors when I was in high school, but during college and right out of college, I befriended a brother and sister. The brother was gay, and they were both shop owners in this shop in the village. And he was the first person that I knew that was in a loving relationship with another man for a long-term relationship. And he was just like really warm and encouraging, knew that I was new to the gay world, and helped, you know, he provided a lot of support. And, you know, something that I always like feel like I want to give back to younger people who might be in the same position.
Oh, I love that. And sort of related here, can you describe the importance of building personal relationships in the community?
Well, we talk a lot about chosen family. And, you know, I am very lucky that I come from a very loving family where I get a lot of support from my, you know, immediate family, aunts and uncles, for the most part. But at the same time, you know, like, you know, seeking out mentors, you also seek out a community of like-minded people, you know, to share experiences with, and be there for each other for things that other people just really don't understand, whether it's something stressful like pain, loss, joy. You know, I'm just as tight with my chosen family as with my immediate family.
Right. I totally understand that. I am as well. I have a drag daughter. I have several, you know, so I understand chosen family, definitely.
Well, I consider you my drag daughter.
Oh.
Oh my God, we're having a moment.
Thanks, Mom. All right, question for fun. If the aliens came and said they're taking you, which piece of pop cultural knowledge would you bring with you to their planet? A little tidbit.
Pop culture. The new Beyonce album.
Oh, okay. Ooh, she got the pre-sale. All right.
I got an advance copy.
I love it. Yes, because they're gonna want to know exactly what we're thinking right now, and
who ruled the world?
Girls. All right. Thank you, Paul. Moving on to question number 7, everyone. Here we go. It is a video question. Hit it.
Leak, and I work in human resources. Who is the first openly gay man elected to public office?
All right, everybody. Let's see. Who was the first openly gay man elected to public office? Is it A, Harvey Milk, B, Brian Sims, C, Barney Frank, or D, Pete Buttigieg? Well, transportation secretary. Moving things along. Yes. What do we think, everybody collectively go?
I have no idea. I think Harvey Milk.
Harvey Milk.
It is A. The survey is correct, folks. 78% say Harvey Milk. Can't argue with the poll, mama. All right. And just like Harvey Milk, I will be taking campaign contributions, so feel free to donate to this campaign, baby. My Venmo is Countess Mascara, if you feel so inclined. Yes, they are non-taxable donations, as we are going to rule, baby. Yes, we are. Okay. Just kidding. All right. Do we have another video question, I believe? Hit it, Nicole.
Hi, I'm Nicole Hansen, Senior Regional Director of Capital One and the co-lead of Restaurant Associates Diversity and Inclusion Action Council. My question for you today is, which state in the United States was the first to legalize same-sex civil unions?
All right. Is it A, California, B, New Hampshire, C, New York, or D, Vermont? What do we think, everybody?
A?
B?
I believe it is. Ooh.
Vermont.
It is Vermont. I believe it is Vermont. I believe that it is Vermont.
It is Vermont, Countess, in 2008.
Yes, we love to hear it. And I didn't, what's her face? Ellen DeGeneres. She went over there and got married, I think, right? Or did she go somewhere else? I don't remember. I don't know.
No,
A little
we
Ben
don't
and
know
Jerry's
her.
on the way. All right. Real quick here, we have to get to know Zhao. How are you?
Good.
I have a couple questions for you. Are you ready?
Go for it.
A little rapid fire, baby. You have worked for RA and Compass in 3 different countries. How would you describe those experiences?
Oh, wow. Yeah, I mean, very different stages of my life, very different, almost very different me's, right? As you grow up and move along. Yeah, I started in London, then Lisbon, then the US, mostly New York. And I think it's only enriched my knowledge and also enriched my knowledge of the company. And the one thing that I will sort of carry through all of those experiences are the people, right? And the people are what make an organization. And I will say to you that I have friends in all 3 of those countries that have stayed with me for my entire life. And like Paul was mentioning, having a mentor, sorry, not Madonna mentioning, having a mentor that helped them in the community. I had a boss that helped me come out, which is quite extraordinary, right? So that happened in England and it just organically happened. And it was just something that I never thought would have happened. And it was, you know, allowed to by the organization and the people and everybody that's in it. So yes, absolutely. Amazing experience.
That's so wonderful. And growing up in Portugal, living in London, and now in New York City, do you see any similar challenges for the LGBTQIA+ community?
Oh yeah, multiple. I think again, different cultures, but one common thread, which is visibility, right? And being a permanent presence in the community, being visible, being out there, being in the media, you know, having our stories told more and more, whatever those stories are, to inspire and enrich everybody else's lives, and also to show them that that there's nothing wrong with the choices we make in life and who we are and how we are and what we love. So I'd say that there's definitely progress, a lot of it since I came out in the early 2000s, but you know, like Ed was mentioning, we seem to go in circles, right? And as we were, you know, right at the cusp of, you know, progression in 1979, it contracted with the AIDS, and now you're seeing that in America, you know, throughout multiple reasons. But again, staying out, proud, visible, being an inspiration, being able to support and help other people within the community. Those are the 3 things I would love to see, in no matter what country we're in.
Yeah. Wonderful. I couldn't agree with you more. And one final question for you. You are going to pick a Kardashian. Are you ready?
Oh God, sure.
Chris, Kim, Chloe, Courtney, Kendall, Kylie, and Caitlin. And maybe Rob, if you're, you know, maybe.
I'm just gonna say Kim because she wore the Maryland dress, and I just thought it was hilarious. So I'll say Kim.
I love that. Yeah, she ruined that dress, didn't she? That's why I wear stretch. All right. We got one more question. Thank you, Zhao. Excuse me, 2 more questions. Question number 9, hit it. All right. What year did the first Pride Parade take place? Is it A, 1959, B, 1978, C, 1970, or D, 1982? Everybody, what do you think, collective?
1978.
Yeah, 1978.
1970. 78.
78.
70.
Now, okay, some people think most people thought it was 1982. If you're talking parade, maybe it was a little later, but I believe the first march was 1970, the year after Stonewall. If that's correct, I believe that's correct. So C is the final answer.
You are always correct, Countess.
Thank you.
Of course, that's correct.
Yes, we love to hear it. Okay. Up next, we have a video question, folks, from Robin. Take it away.
Hey everyone, how are you today? I'm Robin Cerati, the Vice President of Human Resources. My question for you is, what country holds the biggest record for the biggest Pride Parade ever?
All right, here we go. Is it A, Sao Paulo, Brazil, B, Delhi, India, C, Berlin, Germany, or D, New York City, United States? Collective, what do we think?
Sao Paulo.
Sao Paulo.
All right, and what do the participants think? Ooh, we are split. It is a split decision. We are gonna make them have a dance-off between A and D. Yes, DJ pump the beat. I'm totally kidding, we're not gonna do that. The answer's A, Sao Paulo, Brazil. Okay, it is A. Good job, everybody. Wonderful. So let's tally up the scores, shall we? One moment as I do a little math. The thing. Oh, and the winner is who cares? Okay, I look great. It's me. I'm the winner. Thank you so much. Give it up for me. Yes, no. What a wonderful game, everybody. I hope it was educational. That was the final question. We have concluded trivia here today. All right. And now I believe, without further ado, we have a special message that no one has ever seen before. Never, okay? From a queen that I've never heard of, but she's my sister from my dad's aunt's cousins, five times removed, on a spin cycle with cold water and hung out to dry, girl, okay? Miss Nantucket.
Hello, yes, it's me, the internet's Nantucket. No, this is not Sam, but thank you for guessing. I wanted to wish the RA crew a happy Pride. I encourage you all to live your lives openly and freely this Pride Month, and I'm pretty sure the rules state that if you are a member of the LGBTQIA+ community during Pride Month, you are allowed to commit crimes. Don't tell that to your lawyer if you get arrested, and don't call me from jail. But I'm pretty sure those are the rules. Just know that me, Nan, all of us, we love you. We accept you as is. As great poet laureate Lady Gaga once said, whether you're gay, straight, or bi, lesbian, transgender life, I'm on the right track, baby. You know the words. You know the words. So, happy Pride, darlings. Mwah.
Great to see you, Nan. Oh, she left. Bye-bye. Okay. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining us here on the Restaurant Associates Pride 2022 call. We are living colorfully. Thank you so much to the diversity and inclusion people for having us here today. Thank you, Sam, for gathering everybody together and getting this done. Yes, we love it. I had such a blast. Give it up for our panelists, not Madonna, I mean Paul, Katie, Joe, Ed. Thank you so much, folks.